because I was attracted to China because of a dream. And I told them about this dream and they said, well, have you been to China? Because that sounds to us like China.
For the soya, is it because of China?
Yeah, well, I use soy in almost everything.
Peter Crosby, an American photographer and international cyclist, has traveled across China on his bike twice.
This is from Uruguay, right? An artist in Uruguay in 2013. But I love it because it's a leap, right? Someone is taking a leap. And so that's what this van is, a leap. Going to China for the first time, a leap.
In 1994, 39-year-old Peter first came to China. At that time, China was the kingdom of bicycles in the eyes of the Western world.
And then there would just be this sort of stream of people riding bicycles, the big old Feigupai and Forever, and they would be riding quietly, side by side, maybe a bell every once in a while. The woman might be sitting on the back, on the side. Maybe there are heights on the handlebars.
Peter, who loves cycling, began to plan a trip across China, and he used a bike made in China to make it happen.
Sometimes put on a bus, and then Yicheng took the ferry up the Yangtze because the Three Gorges Dam, they were just starting to build that.
In the 1990s, China ushered in a tide of construction, ranging from world-class water conservation projects to small roads connecting urban and rural areas. Peter was often surprised at each place he visited.
Right, because they were building, this is just a basic road in a rural area. They were so important, they were so precious, they were so new.
This is a shared memory of people at the time who worked hard to build their homes. Peter started his journey in Beijing and finally arrived in Hong Kong on a bike made in China. He cycled more than 3,000 kilometers through cities and villages. Along the way, Peter recorded the China he saw with his eyes and his camera, and in the 19,400 photos and 15 diaries which Peter brought back to the United States. In the following years, Peter never forgot his experience of cycling through China. Then, in 2021, he had a wild idea: to return to China and rediscover the country.
I said the first thing was, really, I hadn't been riding a bicycle for years. I really want to ride a bicycle like thousands of miles again? I was 60 years old.
once again, Peter chose to explore China on a bike. What shocked Peter most is that in the former kingdom of bicycles, the biggest change is not only the means of transportation, but overall life philosophy. Peter keeps cycling in his hometown in the US every day. He looks forward to cycling through China once again during his lifetime.
You know, I was saying earlier that when you have a vision or a dream or an aspiration, the people who early on say, "That's great, how can I help you?"
Photographers from all over the world today are connecting China and the world through images. The real, interesting and beautiful stories of China continue to unfold through their lenses.